welcome back to Star Wars Nerds Unite, episode number 130. Fiver. We're getting close to 150. What do you think about that?
You don't think it's not some other arbitrary number like 146?
146 does hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I'm your host, timvanautreve. Joining me as always are Josh the Tosh, internet famous Mason.
Hi.
Hi, Josh.
Randall Lee just can't stop sending us stuff.
Send another email?
No, he just sent me something on Discord.
I haven't checked Discord since this afternoon at work. I saw there was a bunch of messages. I need to catch up on it. Did you tell them we were recording tonight?
Yeah, I've been talking to them, though.
Oh, the whole time?
Yeah.
And Jennifer, super pregnant Van Autreve. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
How many Tums have you mainlined just since we started recording?
1.5. Whew. I can't have more than
5 in a day.
Yeah.
If pregnant. Our son's going to come out with a full-blown Tums addiction.
Yeah.
He's going to be crying uncontrollably. No one's going to know why.
The thing
give the boy some calcium carbonate stat.
What if he has acid reflux and he gave it to you?
He gets the hiccups all the time.
Yeah.
So he's already got it.
And so you're gonna have to deal with that. It'll go away from you, and he'll just have it.
I think he'll be okay.
We'll see.
We will see. I don't want to impose anything on him.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Episode 135. We're going to be talking about Star Wars Rebels. This is the mid-season finale. We're going to be all caught up on Star Wars Rebels. And guess what? 5 eps, 5 days. Stack it and rack it. Stack them and rack them.
But then there
might be
a huge gap after that. We'll see.
You guys can do your little Battlefront game.
Our little Battlefront game?
Yeah. You could do that without me if you have to.
Well, I mean, you got to be involved somewhat. People don't like it when one of us isn't on here, except for me.
We've never done it without you.
Yeah, 1 episode. No one even noticed.
Including me. What are you talking about?
Didn't you guys do one without me?
No.
Oh.
That's why nobody noticed.
Not even I noticed.
Only you noticed. That was in your head. That was probably a nightmare you had.
Shut up.
You woke up screaming.
You don't know me. All right, this episode, I think I may have already said, is entitled Rebel Assault. It's episode 9 of season 4. And Jen, Tosh, who's doing the synopsis?
I can do it again.
Let's do it.
Josh can do it. I can barely talk.
Break it down.
All right. This one's the aforementioned episode, the Crawler Commandeers. They had established that they're going to have this strike on Lothal, the TIE Defender plant. The Ghost crew that remains on Lothal is going to do the ground ops, and Hera's going to lead a strike. And the entire planet has a blockade around it. Thrawn has a blockade set up. And the Ghost crew somehow, I guess the Crawler must have engaged hyperdrive or something, but they made it to the northern half of the planet. And they end up blowing up some hyper laser or turbo laser batteries that are the air defenses for the city, Lothal City. I assume that's what it's called, the capital of Lothal. And then this space battle goes on where I think there's like 24 total fighters that show up, some X-wings and some Y-wings, and there's lots of intense space action where Hera is leading the group. They end up fighting against that one Imperial pilot that they've been touting for the last 3 seasons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I had his name.
Scramajam.
Volt Scarus.
Scarus, yeah.
Flying. She's looking at the Wikipedia.
I'm just making sure he gets all his...
Yeah,
he doesn't miss a sentence.
Vital plot elements. So Scarus is in the TIE Defender, and it's painted yellow, which was weird to me, but he ends up fighting Hera, and Hera pulls some slick maneuvers and plays on his arrogance, and Thrawn ends up shooting the shields out from both Hera's X-Wing and Scarus's TIE Defender, and then she flies through the I'd call it the head of the Star Destroyer, but the thing on the top where the little shield generator domes are and stuff. And
isn't that where the bridge is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she went right below it.
Yeah, like with a neck.
Yeah, it's weird.
The stick figure head with the neck on it.
And she like made some smoke somehow by shooting the whole of the ship. Anyways,
then she pulled a Talon roll.
I don't think it's a Talon roll.
It's the Antilles roll.
I don't think it's an Antilles roll. I think it's a Syndulla
special
surprise.
Syndulla surprise. I like special better.
Yeah. So anyways, she pulls a maneuver and ends up shooting him and knocking him out. And he ends up crashing into a cruiser that then crashes into a Star Destroyer's neck. So she took out 2 capital ships pretty quickly.
That's some Jar Jar stuff.
Yeah.
That's Jar Jar level of shenanigans.
Ridiculousness. But then they're like, oh, yeah, there's our opening in the blockade. Let's go, everyone. We're going to go bomb this plant.
Did you think it was weird that Hera's flying in an X-Wing?
No. It's more suited to the task than an A-Wing.
Yeah. I just kind of thought it was weird she flew in on a starfighter. Like, I would think that she'd go in with something a little beefier.
I don't know why.
Because she's like the commander now.
She's the
like
general still.
Yeah, but why is the general in the X-Wing?
Because that was their plan, was to take small craft so they could go through the blockade. You're not going to get a capital ship through that.
Yeah.
All they want to do is a smash and grab and get out.
Yeah.
So I think it was tailored to the mission.
Rebels do that a lot.
Yeah.
Sending
She's very
small
versatile.
Ships. She fly anything.
Yeah. So they get into the atmosphere and they're like, all right, let's go bomb this thing and go home. And Thrawn and Price are having a conversation and Price is losing her mind. She's got her 13th costume of the season. Yet another form of Imperial costume. And she's like, I don't have any air defenses. And Thrawn's like, yeah, there's nothing going to happen. And all of a sudden, Hera, and she sees like, I don't know, a lot of TIE fighters come out of the clouds. And then it like does a classic wipe transition to the rest of the Ghost crew down on the surface of Lothal. And they're looking up to the sky and they're like, here they come. They're going to bomb this factory. We did it. And all you see is like the burning husks of starfighters falling to the ground. And their super sad face. But they decide they have to retreat because the 5 of them can't really fight the entire force of the Empire. But Kanan's like, no, I kissed that woman. I'm going back to get her.
Yeah.
And
you always got to rescue the one you kiss, right, Beb?
Yes.
Right, Beb? She's nodding, but not speaking.
Yep.
I wish you guys watched Mr. Robot. There's such a good scene in Mr. Robot that I could reference.
You can reference it anyway. Our fans might listen to it or watch that show.
It's not as funny without a person that knows what's going on.
I started it. I just haven't finished it.
Oh, you gotta catch up. It's so good. So now the story shifts to all of the fallen rebel pilots, the ones that survive. Hera finds one of them. I can't remember his name already.
It was like, yeah, we figured it out at the end.
It's like
Stick or
what was it, Jen?
What?
The other pilot that Hera finds.
Another one that she fights?
No, she finds.
Oh, Mart.
Mart Matten is his name.
He looks like he's 12 years old.
Yeah, he does.
Mart Matten?
Mart Matten.
Jeez Louise.
So they're like...
It's like him and her are the only ones that survived.
As far as we know. I mean, that's the only ones they showed us.
But his droid didn't.
Yeah, his droid didn't make it. And they had to scavenge the dish off of him to fix Chopper's dish.
Good riddance.
The locals try to help him as much as they can, but they can't really help because the Empire is strong. And they end up Rukh. Like
Rukh.
He's back.
Yeah, Thrawn sends
You mean Mace Windu?
Yeah, sends Mace Windu to go find Hera and take them alive. They end up trying to go back into the sewers, which you would have figured the Empire, after being foiled by the sewers so many times, would just like weld them shut. I don't know. But alas, they find a sewer that hasn't been welded shut, and there's a ATPT on it, and they have to distract it. And so Mart distracts them, and then Hera crashes a speeder into it and knocks it over. It's a pretty good solution to the problem. She ends up fighting Rukh a couple times, and then the last time,
they get in at least 2 fist fights.
But the last one's the classic, you guys go ahead, I'll catch up. Which is
she knew she wasn't going to catch up.
The greatest mark in storytelling that you're not going to catch up.
There's a martyr happening right now.
She knew that she wasn't going to catch up. She was like, had to force him, and she's like, that's an order.
No, this was before Rukh and the Empire showed up. She was like crawling on the ATPT for some reason. She's like, yeah, you guys just go to the sewer. I'll catch up. And of course, Rukh shows up and captures her. And then, so Kanan, he's gonna go save Hera. And then a Loth Wolf.
Like a whole pack of them.
No, just one.
There was more in the background. Yeah, there was.
No, there wasn't.
Was 3 at least.
No.
I'm positive.
One Loth Wolf.
Nope.
Standing in the middle of the road.
There was one that got right up in his face, but there was other ones in the background.
Disagree. The Loth Wolf is just standing in the middle of the highway, and Kanan apparently can't go over it or around it, so instead he jumps off of his speeder bike and rolls around on the ground, and then he gets angry at the wolf, and the wolf just snarls at him, and they have a forced talk. And Kanan's like, I understand what I must do. And it cuts. And eventually you find out that Kanan is waiting on the other end of the sewer to help Mart out and Chopper. And they end up leaving Hera. And that's the end of the episode. That's where we are. That was the thrilling half-season finale.
Governor Price zaps Hera, stuns her.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
Okay.
She was captured by the Empire. Done. That's me signifying the doneness.
Huh.
This was a longer episode. It felt longer than normal. I don't remember if it was
I don't think it was longer.
It felt like a lot happened.
Longer. Yeah, there was a ton of action.
Yeah.
It wasn't wasted weird jokes on Trandoshans.
Yeah.
I used to say Trandoshan. But I say Trandoshan now. Something happened to me.
I still say Trandoshan.
I think it's Trandoshan.
I don't know.
I think I heard it on special features and stuff. I
thought it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
The space combat part was really well done, I think.
Yeah, all the X-Wings flying around and stuff. I agree. Although the Jar Jar Binks moment's a little silly.
Yeah. And the whole idea of a blockade is stupid to me.
In space?
Yeah.
Where there's a Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
And the planet is ginormous. And you've got like 6 Star Destroyers.
I mean, if you had them all spread out across the planet into like quadrants, and they were each pointed out doing scans, I could see where maybe it would be mildly effective. But
I don't. I can see a blockade keeping people in, but not keeping people out.
But you could see where they went.
Yeah, but they're just going and leaving. That's the thing. They're not staying.
But if you have the blockade, you would go to get in past it, and if they saw you with the capital ships, you go to land on the planet, and they know where you are.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't require a bunch of capital ships at that point. That just requires some scopes and a computer.
I guess that's true. They could have just put a bunch of droids around it.
Right.
But maybe they're trying to scare people away.
I mean, that's what it's about, right? They don't want capital ships to show up. That's the only thing it should be effective against. If you park a bunch of giant tanks in front of, I don't know.
Our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily there to stop some people from sneaking in. It's there to prevent Tanks from showing up.
That was a great analogy.
Yeah, I know.
It worked so well.
How does that stop other tanks from showing up?
It's a disincentive. If you don't have a bunch of tanks in front of your house, would a tank be scared of coming to your house? At all? No.
I don't know what fears the tanks have. And what
Other tanks.
Okay.
Things that can
Tanks
make them...
are afraid of tanks.
All right, you should have
Let's
said that.
establish this.
You should have said that in the beginning.
I thought it was just a known thing. Like, did they teach
Common
that to
knowledge.
you at Washington High School?
No.
No, that's,
Okay.
they have a whole class, a whole semester on that at EP.
Yeah, that's right.
Represent.
Okay. Now I get it.
Yeah, she figured out what we took a whole semester to figure
Yeah,
It's starting to make sense.
tricky.
Yeah, so, I say this every 6 months or so, but Governor Price really looks like Cate Blanchett.
Yeah, especially Cate Blanchett as Hela. It's Hela, right? In Thor?
Yeah, or her as
She's
the
in
villain in Indiana Jones.
She's
Yeah.
because she dresses the same.
Yeah,
She dresses
like
in-
exactly the same.
Yeah. Cate Blanchett is in everything.
Yeah, she is.
She is in so many movies.
She's got to make bank.
She's great.
She is good, and she's just like cast so often.
Yeah, she's one of those actress people that don't annoy me. Actor,
Actress people.
actor, actress.
Acty
it doesn't matter.
thingies.
Acting person.
I think they're okay with actress.
Yeah, but I didn't want to make it sound like actresses are the things that annoy me and not actors also. I didn't want to sound sexist because I'm not being sexist. Okay.
In this instance.
in this instance, this particular specific instance. What else? Jenny, you didn't say anything about this episode. You got to say something.
That's how thorough my synopsis was.
I was a little worried about Hera. It kind of sucks that all the 22 other pilots are dead.
But don't we
Most
know
likely.
Hera survives though, right? So
Well, yeah, but
'Cause she's
she,
in
her,
Rogue One.
and Kanan just kissed one time.
that means Kanan's gone.
Yeah, he's
We know
Done
Hera
for.
survives.
Doom's doom.
So what
Internet.
do you think these Loth Wolves are like telling him?
There's something.
You're gonna go on some suicide mission, and it's you have to.
There's
do
some funny business with the Jedi Temple. Like they're probably mining Kybers or something. And Kanan goes and defends the temple.
Right, but he dies in the process and rescues Hera, and they kiss one last time before he dies. Doom's doom. Calling it. You heard it here first, folks. Star Wars Nerds Unite, episode 135. Doom's doom.
It was a good episode.
Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom.
I have no idea what song you're referencing.
The car commercial. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
That doesn't sound
That
anything
sounds
like it.
nothing. You are.
You
crazy
sounded like you're
town.
kind of doing a reggae accent.
Yeah, that's how it sounds like.
No, it doesn't. That's not what the commercial sounds like.
Yeah.
So the Battlefront 2 DLC, one of the maps is Crate
Yeah.
from The Last Jedi.
When's it come out?
I don't know.
We should talk about it on the Battlefront episode that we record right after this episode.
You're right.
Right, Jenny?
I can't
I said
say for
you
that.
guys can do that if you want to.
I can't. I have to go home and go to bed.
All right, let's do some letters and let's move on. I got to rate this episode, though, first, Friday.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this give it an 8.
8.3.
I'll say 8.2. It was good, but
Letters at StarWarsNerdsUnite.com.
Here's another interesting tidbit. Ryan Johnson already has done the commentary for The Last Jedi. And I guess, I did not know this.
It leaked.
No, he did similar things for his previous movies, and he released it on SoundCloud the day the movie went out, so you could go listen to his commentary track in the theater if you wanted to.
Why would I want
For
to do that?
freezies. You never listen to DVD commentary tracks?
I used to when I had time
Right.
to do something like that.
Well, the people who do such a thing might want to do that.
You mean the people that have already watched the Japanese release? Shaky cam?
No, I'm not saying maybe the first time you watch it, you don't listen to it, but maybe the second time you watch it, you listen to
The
it.
second time that night.
So like when I inevitably have to go with Megan 2.5 weeks later, while she's just getting the movie fresh, I'll bring my Bluetooth headphones
And then you won't have to hear
and
her.
I'll listen to the commentary while I'm watching the movie. How about them apples?
Boom. In your
And it
face.
makes it fresh.
Fresh every time.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. This one's from Randall. He says, "Hey, nerd leaders. First off, I'm going to rephrase my question. Which would I rather be, a Gungan, a smuggler, a rebel, a scientist, or an inventor?"
Those are so weird in that some of them are like highly specific.
What's a Gungan?
A Gungan is Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
Oh, definitely not that one.
I would die as a rebel. I would be the guy that gets shot like immediately. Smuggler, I don't have the chutzpah for that. If I was a scientist, I'd get kidnapped by the Imperials and made to make some sort of weapon. I'd be too wimpy to refuse. I'll be a Gungan. I could swim.
Yeah,
What-
I don't like your choices.
Wait, so what's after inventor?
Fun fact. Another sentence.
No.
Gungan, smuggler, rebel, scientist, inventor.
Oh.
What would you rather be? I guess an inventor.
Yeah, I was going to say inventor.
Yeah. All of these I end
I
up
could
dying to an
invent-
Imperial except for as a Gungan. So,
I don't know.
What if you
Project
didn't-
Cinder was a thing.
What if you didn't invent things they wanted? What if you just invented like stuff like
I would never do that.
See, the thing
gadgets
is if
for
you
your
invented
house?
things they didn't want, then they wouldn't mess with you. If you invent things they want,
That's what I'm
then
saying.
they would
Why don't you just invent little things for your own house?
knickknacks and
Yeah, like my
kitchen
dad.
gadgets.
Tiddlywinks?
Like the squirrel nut holder that my dad has.
Right.
That kind of stuff. They're not going to worry about you. You can live your life in peace.
Oh. Chris needs to make sure he gets that.
There's a blueprint
Yeah,
later
he
in
sent
this.
a blueprint.
I know. I don't know if he has the nut shell casing
the nut
removal.
holder.
Fun fact. Did you know that Anthony Daniels had a feud with Kenny Baker, C-3PO, and R2-D2? Anthony Daniels once said that he might as well be a bucket to Kenny Baker. Harsh. I can think of no greater insult.
Knowing Anthony Daniels, who's super full of himself, I would probably side with Kenny Baker.
I think most everyone would. Star Wars Science Corner for Mr. Mason. What is the laser shot out from the TIE fighters and X-Wings made of?
We have to assume it's some sort of plasma because it does kinetic damage. So,
And why is it the Rebels' ship's lasers red and the Empire's shots green?
for ease of watching a show.
To Jen, I hope the baby's going well and that you are feeling great.
Thank you.
Small question to Josh. In episode 128, you said to Tim when the outro song started playing, "Awesome song, BT dubs." You said, "Chewbacca." Is it because Baka means fool in Japanese or just a random comment?
I said Chewbacca because of the Wookiee roar thing. So I just
Oh, it was in the background.
Yeah. So I just mumbled it, like it slipped out of my mouth. It was late. That was like the last episode we recorded, and I was tired.
There you have it.
Has nothing to do with my knowledge of Japanese words.
To Tim, I hope that your leg has gotten better. I can walk without limping. So it's going pretty well. Anyway, thanks for reading this email. Thanks for being awesome and stay awesome. Anyway, insert nickname here, RL out. We need to give that boy a nickname. Jenny, you need to start working on that.
Okay.
He's like begging for one. Not sure how long this... this one's from Drew. It says, not sure how long this troll has been out there riding on your coattails.
The pilot was always two there are.
Right. And he plainly shows 2 Facebook pages, both named Star Wars Nerds Unite. One has 372 likes, which is us.
Yes.
And the other, the turd sandwich over here, trying to ride our coattails, says just for fun, 277 likes. He
they're only like 100 behind us.
Shut up.
Their logo is terrible.
That's because it's just part of a book logo.
Yeah.
He says, this is just unsavory. Could it be the balancing of the force, the dark to your light? Or perhaps there is always 2, a master and an apprentice. And their logo is just black.
It's just
and
black.
White, and ours is beautiful purple. So yeah.
And yellow. Ours is bright.
Yeah. I'm not scared. And I think maybe I remember that existing beforehand, because there's actually a Star Wars Nerds Unite Twitter handle. And that's why I went with Star Wars NU, because someone had already taken that one. And it's like some fake chick. It is. It's like a fake chick that tweeted last time in like 2012.
So remember
something.
when you weren't being sexist in the previous letter?
What's wrong with saying
Kate
chick?
Blanchett? It's not a very socially acceptable term.
Why?
Because it's derogatory towards women.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
How?
Because you're comparing them to a child chicken.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. That's what that's the only...
Do you care when people call you dude?
Dude, the only vernacular for dude is the bro.
No.
You know. Well, then what's a dude?
Well,
What's the other form of the word dude?
I can't say it on the air.
There is another form.
Yeah, you used to look it up in the dictionary. It's like, it has something to do with an elephant and certain types of hairs. I swear.
I'll look it up.
All right.
And I'll see if it's clean.
Okay.
I think you're insane.
No, I'm not insane.
So anyways, I will tell you that chick is not a socially acceptable
all right. Well,
term for a woman.
I will go to my death using the word chick. People are just going to have to deal with it. And if everybody truly has a problem with it, I'm sorry.
It does just, the definition just says
A man. A guy.
Um,
That's it. That's the only definition.
What about bruh? I say bruh.
but that also just means a guy. That just means a person.
Well, chick
It
just
says-
means chick to me.
That
I
means-
call chicks dudes.
It's not, though.
a
The
chick
word
means a baby chicken.
All right, as soon as we start having these talks, then people start sending in letters about how insensitive we are. If we just say
I'm just pointing
nobody
out
says anything.
the fact that you're using an informal term for a woman that some people take offense to.
All right, well, our listeners are cool enough that they're not going to take offense to that. Next letter.
I love the Urban Dictionary definition of chick. It's completely clean. The nicest way to refer to any female.
Yeah.
The nicest way.
A completely non-derogatory comment that, in general, in parentheses, most chicks I've talked to, is non-offensive to women and better than most alternatives.
Except for just calling them women.
I'm not sure who sent this email, and I did a really terrible job of pasting these in.
See, this is the wheels fall off because of Evernote screwing us the other night.
Yep.
So Drew sent this in. The always 2 there are.
Yeah, I know he sent that in, but
And then the next one as well.
Oh, okay, that's why I didn't copy it then. So I'm looking at 18 hours in the car over the next couple of days, looking for a recommendation on my next book. I think it needs to be something in canon or I'll get super confused. I can't remember if there was another recommendation that came out in the podcast organically like Leia did. I finally just finished Leia, which made me re-listen to Bloodline again because it was interesting. Funny enough, I ended the Leia book and thought, I wonder why we don't hear more about Leia's parents. They seem like good characters. But then 5 seconds later, I was like, oh, yeah, Death Star. Pretty much a bow on that story. Sorry, Leia. I've completed the following list. Lost Stars, all 3 aftermaths. Hey, Jenny, will you do your choke noise?
Gary.
Your gag reflex noise?
What do you mean?
All 3 aftermaths. You do like a vomit noise normally.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Quick,
She does it
everyone
all the
make
time
a
with
fake vomit noise.
Yeah, send it in. Send it in, I'll put it on the podcast. Leia, Bloodline. You put an S after it. Thanks. Thrawn, Inferno Squad, The Force Awakens, Rey's story, which was a complete letdown.
I told him he should listen to Phasma.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Or maybe the Luke book and tell me if it's any good. Okay, this next one, I don't know who this one's from either.
You did a terrible job.
I really did. Well, look it up while I read it. The Verizon story.
This is hard to do because I've already deleted all the emails.
Have you really?
That's my process. When I copy them in, I delete them.
All right, what does it start with?
Hey guys, just work at Verizon on a slow Sunday. So I'm watching Film Theory's latest video about Rey and who her father is, and they replayed the audio from the second The Force Awakens teaser. In the teaser, you hear Luke say his quote from Return of the Jedi, only slightly altered. I remember watching videos of it about how it sounds different and that the voice is older, and even though the phrasing is different, it's old man-like saying it. And they made it seem that he was talking to Rey. I think he means Obi-Wan.
No.
Okay.
No, they made it seem like it was an older Luke saying it.
Oh, okay.
Is what he meant.
Well, what if it's like a flashback and he's actually talking to a young Ben? What if that's when he takes him into the academy he built? Just a random thought, and you were the first guys I had come to with it. Happy Thanksgiving.
So, the fact that it happened in a trailer, not even a trailer, a teaser.
Yeah.
It's so there. It was a marketing person
who thought it sounded cool.
This sounds cool. It makes people interested. Like, no, just no. I mean, yes, he could have been talking to Ben, but will it ever come up again? No. No one stricken its existence from your memory.
Did you find who it was?
No, my phone doesn't work. You can look.
Did you just search for Verizon?
Oh, mine's not working either. Maybe our Wi-Fi is not working.
Ooh, intrigue.
Scandalous. Kids broke it.
Yeah, I can't even get on the internet.
Good thing I'm using LTE.
Can't even get on the internet in my own house.
What if,
it was
Jesse.
It was Jesse. That's why, because he didn't sign his letter. Sign your letters, or else I'll blow it.
Or we're switching away from Evernote as of when we finish. When we're all caught up on emails, we will never again be using Evernote. We'll be switching to Google Docs. This problem will never happen again. The current feedback will be properly updated.
Okay. Next up is a letter from Randall. Randall, you email so much. Hello, Nerd Leaders. To begin with, warning, minor spoilers for Star Wars Rebels Season 7 and 8. What?
You meant episodes
7 and 8. Okay, we already talked about those. Spoilers start here. I can't believe it. My dream has come true. I was watching episode 8 while eating dinner at home, and when Kanan and Hera kissed, I threw my hands in the air and yelled for joy. That was actually Jenny's reaction.
I was really happy.
Literally clapped at the screen.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Yes, you absolutely clapped at the screen.
How dare you act like I was excited?
Yeah, no kidding. And that lizard alien creature is kind of creepy. What's his name?
Rukh.
Rukh. I'm also so glad that Vizago is back. I was so happy. And when Ezra was fighting the crawler captain, he straight up killed him. When Ezra saw the lightsaber in the path where the captain was about to walk to, he did not even try to save him. He just let the captain walk and slip on the saber, making him fall into the fire. Kind of dark. Yes, it was.
Super dark.
I think this helps my argument that Ezra will go dark. Okay, spoilers end here. I've decided to try and find the novel Lost Stars, thanks to SWNU. I've been re-listening to your older eps while I wait for the next episode. I'm thinking of drawing something in honor of your podcast. Anyway, this has been long enough for me. Jen, I hope this little youngling and you are doing excellent. Josh, keep being smart and great. Tim, keep being awesome and making new and funny words. Thanks for reading this email. RL out. You call him RL Stein. That's a good one. Right, Jenny? It's a good nickname.
No.
This next one.
I think this is still Randall.
Yeah, it is. What's up, Nerd Leaders? One question. How do you join your Discord group? I already have one for my drama club, and I searched Star Wars Nerds Unite, but I couldn't find it. You got to search Star Wars Nerds Unite as like 4 words.
Spaces in between each word, yeah.
Anyway, I downloaded Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but haven't leveled up enough to get allies. As of writing this email, I'm only level 12. So one thing that I've noticed with Galaxy of Heroes is people are sending me envoy invites to be allies. I have no idea if you are a listener or not. So if you're going to do it, join Discord and say, hey, here's my username. I don't care about your ally code because I don't think I see that in the invite. That way I know you're a listener. Because I've been like, my ally list is full.
Oh, you can only have so many?
Yeah, you can only have 50. And I've started to actually decline new people, but I don't know if they're actually listeners. And I would rather be friends with listeners.
Gotcha.
So tell me on Discord. Let's see. This one's from T-Dog. Hashtag storytime. During our recess in school one time.
No, this is still...
Oh, it's him?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hashtag storytime. During our recess in school, one time I was sitting with my friends and one of them started humming the Mos Eisley Cantina song. Bump-a-dum, 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 bum. You know.
That's one of them, but not the one that's most popular.
It's not? What's the most famous one?
The other one?
Well, how's it go? I told him to continue, and me and another guy started beatboxing around it. It was one of the coolest things we've done. Fortunately, it was, as it was during school hours, I couldn't take out my phone to record it. Anyway, I hope the baby's going well. Hope all for you are doing awesome. Once again, thanks for reading this email, even though I gave little Star Wars info. Anyway, Randall out. Hashtag storytime, hashtag SWNUFTW, hashtag SW Galaxy of Heroes. Sorry, this one's from T-Dog. It says, sorry guys, it was a really good game, but my Lions prevailed barely. Can't wait for the next episode.
He sent us a trash
T-Dog.
talk email prior to this.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. All right, that's all we're going to do.
Since then, they got destroyed.
We'll read another letter from T-Dog. He says, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all and your families are doing. I think he meant doing great, but I can't confirm that.
Our families are doing. Can confirm.
Okay.
We're almost caught up.
Oh, wait. Maybe I missed a letter from T-Dog.
It's just everything is
Oh, no. It's
falling
not.
apart.
That was John. All right. There we go. That's it. We got trolled by a Lions fan. And the Bears are terrible. So we all knew that. We are who they thought, they are who we thought they were. Right, Josh?
Yep. We let them off the hook. Any thoughts, Jen? And what would be your last episode pre-birth?
It is really nice how everybody keeps wishing me well with the pregnancy.
It's nice to have at least some people in the world that
support you.
Show you support.
Yes, they're very kind, and it makes my day when they think of me. So thank you.
It really does. I'm
always like, oh.
She does not have what I would call the softest heart. But whenever she gets someone to say something nice, she actually makes that noise that literally does not come out of her face unless someone compliments her on the podcast.
And then usually 2 minutes later, she'll send a message about how we need to record that night.
Yeah, she does. She really does.
The easiest way to know if we got an email is if Jen comments about how we need to record.
Because every email has some sort of compliment about her. And she likes the positive
or a complaint about us not.
Yeah.
If somebody's complaining, like, what's up, guys?
It's only been 52 days since the last episode.
Where you been? Then I'm like, oh, come on. Get it together. You two.
It's always just us.
Usually, it is one of you.
I'd say a solid 60% of the time it's Tim.
Oh, far greater than 60. I'd say 75% or higher.
I'm pretty flexible.
Yeah, you really are.
I'm pretty flexible.
Yeah, I don't have to just crawl out of bed.
Yeah,
I have to actually put pants on.
I can't even crawl out of bed.
Get into my car, drive across town. It's starting to get cold. Got to deal with the winds and the snow. I gotta get my snowblower out and make sure it's running. That way we won't get enough snow to actually snow blow all winter.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you really think that's gonna happen?
The easiest way to not have to do something is to be prepared for it. That's why I always take my umbrella into the office.
You know what? That's why Max didn't come the other day, because we packed our bags and we were ready.
You're ready to go, and you were all psyched up. All right, let's go.
And then it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
And now I'm not ready anymore. I had to unpack my bag
Why'd you have to unpack it?
because I use stuff from it on a daily basis.
That's kind of against the point of having a bag.
Yeah, but it'll only take me a second to throw it back together.
That is, again, against the point of having the bag.
Well, last time she was so cash, she was just like, hey, I'm having these contractions. They're on the regs.
Well, the thing is she just has to get there. And then after that, it'll be a cavalcade of, hey, go do this thing that I forgot to do. And then you or somebody else will have to do it.
I didn't forget to do anything.
She doesn't
He
forget.
just forgot his stuff.
What did I forget?
Or he just has to repack and
I
remember
remembered
his stuff.
everything.
I didn't say you forgot.
I even was packing your fan.
Ugh.
You guys are crazy. For kid number 2, I packed my headphones. That's it. That's all I
All
need.
I packed was clothes and like my toiletries. Like
Yeah.
that's all I
Yeah,
had.
that's
didn't pack a
crazy
lot.
to me. What do you... They don't have soap at the hospital?
I didn't pack soap.
Then what do you mean by toiletries?
My
Toothbrush?
contacts and my toothbrush.
I don't... You got glasses?
Deodorant.
I do know
I'm not
what
going to wear
kind
my
of
glasses for my baby to see me the first time.
That's ridiculous.
I hate my glasses.
Oh, so what? It's the one thing that requires no maintenance.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He
I'm all
doesn't
about
want
no
him to
maintenance,
see
man.
those glasses, but he doesn't care at all about that beard. That will scare
Oh,
him far
gosh.
more than your Mr. Magoo eyes.
What is
He's
this
gonna love
forest beast greeting me?
He's going to love it. He's
The,
going to
the
love
child won't even associate anything other than like your smell for like 3 months because all they see are blobs. Baby vision is horrible.
it. Well, if he's got my vision at all, those blobs will never go away. It will just always be blobs.
Well,
All right, that's the end of the podcast. Jenny looks like she's about to die. So we need to get her in her chair, all kicked back. But she'll probably have to like clean 15 things first. We're everywhere on the internet.
yeah. What state of disrepair will this house go into
None.
when you're gone for 2 whole days? Like
None.
every surface won't have been cleaned within 6 hours. It's just gonna be anarchy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, don't even get me stressed out about that.
Yeah, it'll be nuts.
There's spots
They're-
in my
they're-
house that haven't been vacuumed since the house was built.
Gross.
What?
But we
Oh,
Jenny would
that
die.
does stress me out. I actually have been thinking like, oh gosh, I don't want to walk into the house after I've been
Yeah,
gone.
there's
going to
be
days.
odd dish in the sink.
Yeah, exactly.
She's gonna lose her.
There's 3
You're gonna lose
extra
it.
apples in this fridge.
Who bought apples? They're not even the right brand. She doesn't put
Oh.
apples in the fridge. She puts them in the bowl.
That's
in the
crazy
fruit bowl.
town.
The kids wouldn't eat them. If I put stuff in the fridge and
Yeah,
it's
they
not
just
right in
rot.
front of them, they won't eat it.
Apples don't rot
Yes,
if they're
they
cold.
do.
No, they don't. If your fridge is cold enough, that's why when they.
No, but I mean, they'll never eat them. They'll just never eat them unless
So you eat them.
I'm not really a big apple eater. I get them for the
Apples.
kids.
I'm not gonna eat those apples.
I get them for the kids, but if I put them in the fruit bowl, they eat them every day.
So here's my policy on food, and this is gonna shock you. I don't feed my kids anything that I don't like to eat.
I like apples.
I just don't eat them. Apples are great. I won't eat them.
They're
But
good.
they're great.
They're a healthy snack for kids,
I
and they
actually-
like them.
I actually encourage her to not eat apples because she only likes to eat them if they've been cut up. And every time she goes to cut an apple, I think she's gonna cut her hand off.
Yeah,
She's not great with knives.
Why
I
don't
eat the little
you-
clementines that you just can peel yourself.
Why don't you get an apple core?
We had one and it broke.
Yeah, we haven't rebought one.
You should. They're the best.
Yeah, they are the
I
best.
have an apple peeler core slicer.
No, you don't need that. You just
That's
need the
very-
little $3 apple core that you
Yeah.
push down.
That
we had
apple
one in-
core slicer peeler. I have wanted to get rid of that thing since we owned it.
It's because you don't can. If you canned, you'd use that thing.
Okay.
I don't know why you would can.
It's neat.
We're not, hopefully, going towards the Dust Bowl anytime soon, so I don't think you need to can. But
I heard that if we don't do something within like 5 years, it will be irreparable.
What are you talking about?
We have to do something. We have to
reduce emissions or something.
I don't know.
We're just talking about climate change.
Yeah, we have to start making it so that we're neutral or something.
Closer to carbon neutral.
Yeah.
Right. To positively impact temperature rise. The fear is temperature rise.
Right.
Right.
Which is going to melt the ice caps, which is going to kill us all with some old virus.
Yep.
It's not a virus.
Old virus.
It's just it's
everyone's going to die from lack of food and war and pestilence.
Right. We're all in huge trouble.
But not for like 55 years.
Right.
We can't impact it after 3 or 4 years. But the doom won't come for a good 50 years.
Right. Yeah, I heard it on NPR.
Yeah, okay.
I've been listening to a lot of NPR lately.
I listen to it on most of my drives in. I say most, but
sometimes I change the channel because they talk about stuff I really don't care about. But most of the time I'm interested. I've been impressed with how generally neutral they are. Sometimes they are a little like when they I guess mostly it's when they play CNN quotes and stuff. CNN is pretty, they'll say like something bad about Trump and they'll be like typical. I don't want to talk politics on the podcast.
Nope, no politics. You brought it up.
I know I did. I found it interesting that they do a good job of being neutral. I think
they aspire to it.
Yeah,
I would say
that's good.
I would say that some of their hosts are biased, but everyone is biased.
Yeah, all right.
That's humanity.
And there we go. That has been Star Wars Nerds Unite. Car Talk on NPR.
Click and Clack. The Tapford brothers. Nobody knows what that is. All these young kids. They don't know what the radio is. They don't know what cars are. They don't know about old Italian guys talking about cars.
Oh, my back hurts. That's it for tonight. 48 minutes. Jenny was done.
At minute 2.
Minute 2 of episode 133.
I'm really glad we're done with #rebelsblock.
I am too.
Until like February.
Jenny was stressed out. She was getting mad at me.
Because we had like 3 different dates that you canceled.
Well,
you know what's weird? The next episode we record might be The Last Jedi.
No.
It's only 2 weeks away.
We got the books.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, until you have, but
I'm
going to have a kid.
It doesn't matter.
Things are going to happen.
We'll still be able to record.
Life's going to get more complex.
Nah. Life will get easier. We'll just bring Max up here. He can hang out.
It's not going to be a matter of getting Max up here. It's going to be getting you up here.
Yeah, I know.
Because the baby's going to go wherever she goes. Has no choice.
I'll be good to record. I'm not going to have any issues. It's like normal.
All right.
All right.
We'll see.
All right. I'm ready to record tomorrow. Battlefront 2. Wrapping it up. Everybody wants out of here. May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
Did you hear that? We're doomed.
This podcast is a part of the BenView Network.
You can find this and other podcasts like it at BenViewNetwork.com.